大家好. Okay, guys, so we are coming with another video, and based on the views of the last one, I don't know. Should we continue to react to this? My subtitler said that it's partly due because you guys didn't like what I had to say. I'm sorry. But I'm still gonna try and be as honest as possible, and then you guys let me know. Talk to me in the comments, and we just gonna keep it real because we're fam. Like, that's just what we do. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, hot stuff. I like a little booty shake now. I like a little. I like that. So she already has my favor. Okay, so she's not doing anything that's like crazy vocally, but I like her vibe. I like the energy that she's bringing. Do we not like her vibe and her energy? Hey! So I don't want to get up and drop it. Look, it's hot. Like, this is the kind of energy that you want. The personality. Say no more. Now this is more of like a talk singing rap thing. I don't think she's fully rapping. I don't think she's fully talking. She's like in the middle there. I'm not mad at that. But again, her energy is just like covering so much, and not in the way that our Nepo baby does. Like, this is a different type of, I don't know, she feels talented. Not to say that the Nepo baby isn't talented. Lord, I'm putting my foot in my mouth. It's a different vibe. Our Nepo baby gave us lots of energy, but this feels like stage presence, showmanship, personality, a connection to what she's saying. And that also speaks to what it is. She's not just performing and having fun and being her energetic self. She's involving her audience. So she's talking to them, she's pulling them in, and that's what it feels like she's doing in this performance. It doesn't feel like it's just her having fun on stage. It feels like she is connecting with her audience, with her personality, her high energy, and now also her talking. The look on her face is like, I feel like I should say, "Why?" like I feel guilty that I didn't say it when she looked.
Say why? Why? Let's go! Why? Let it out for me, baby! Why? Why?
Hey. This is how you interact with your audience. This is stage presence. This is a performance, truly a performance, not just like, what is the word? Like, there's a difference between standing on stage and singing the way that you would sing in your bathroom, and then standing on stage and bringing humans into your performance. And that's what I feel like she did here. So, I don't think that we've seen her before on the show yet. I want to know who she is. How about that? Cut that out if it makes me look ridiculous. But I want to know who she is, because that song should be on my playlist. Actually, I'm going to text my subtitler and tell her that I need that song on my playlist, because oh, sorry. So you just cut that out. Okay, so this is a vibe shift immediately. And because we went from all that high energy, we got singing, we got rapping, we got yelling, we got hype me up, we got booty shaking and twerking and all the stuff. We go from all of that to this song. It's a huge vibe shift. And because we know how this variety show operates, I wonder if they're going to be biased, because this woman, what we just heard, that's not her style at all. Now, if I were putting the show together, I would put someone who's like the energy level in the middle of this woman and the woman before. That way, each person can truly get their shine without it feeling like, oh man, because I feel that natural feeling of, okay, let me sit down, let me focus, let me listen, coming off the high energy, shake my booty. So I feel like the people who made the lineup, they didn't necessarily do her a service by telling her, or by putting her right after the most high energy person. But I guess we'll see at the end who gets eliminated, but I feel like this kind of sets her up to not do well this show. And you guys have to tell me in the comments. You said last time that she made, or like the time before last, that she handmade her outfit. Does she make all of her outfits? Is that like a recurring thing, or that was just the one show? I like the dynamics that she's giving me here, going in and out on specific words, and it really just helps everything flow like water. She's doing a fantastic job of doing that. I like how tender that high note was. It was tender, yet it was still supported. I like that. I like that a lot.
是接不上不下。这世界有那么多人，多幸运，我有个我们。
That will go then. That she's controlling every single syllable that comes out of her mouth. It's beautiful.
这悠长命运中的晨昏，常让我往远方出神。灰树叶飘转在池塘，看飞机轰的一声去远乡，光阴的长廊，脚步声悄然，灯一亮，无人的空荡，晚风中闪过几个从前啊，飞驰中旋转，已不见了吗？月光中走来，你一声听了，身旁那么多人，可是接不上不下。
I like that she gave me a little bit of she sunk into her chest a little bit more. She doesn't often sink into her chest and really give us that chesty sound. So I really did appreciate it. It was just a glimmer that she gave us. Just a little glimmer. Right, Leo? Just a little glimmer. But we like that.
笑声中拂过几张旧模样，留在梦田里，永远不散场。暖风中袭来，好多话要
讲。Very well executed.
可是他不上。这世界有那么个人，活在我飞扬的青春，在泪水里静止过的长吻，常让我向往，像出神。
Ooh, that was. So I like how she ended there. She gave so little tone at the end of that, like just a little tone, mostly breath, but just a wee bit of tone. Very, very beautiful. I feel like she does a really good job at showing off how skilled she is. She's very, very skilled. Pick a winner. This is apples and oranges. What are you talking about? I mean, I would have to, it really just goes on what I'm feeling at the moment and what appeals to me just personally. Because vocally, the first singer did not give us much vocally, but I loved her energy and I want to pick her. However, vocally, I really, really appreciate the technical skill that the second woman had. Oh, this is so hard. I'm going to go with number one. What was the result? Oh, she won. Well, what that says to me is that people appreciate vocal technique and not the booty shaking and the hype, you know. I mean, because vocally, like I said, she really didn't give us much, but the stage presence, was a 10. It was an 11. It was great.
Oh, my love, my darling, I've come good for your time.
He comes right out of the gate, and he's got such a rich, beautiful. It's definitely giving classic. It's making me remember, just taking me like in a time machine, going back in time. That's what I feel like is happening here. I do feel like I want him to sing those empty spaces a little bit more, especially considering that he started off a cappella. But I think that he's doing a great, like, spot on, like he studied hard.
A long, lonely time. Oh, when time goes by.
Oh, he's doing a great job.
So slowly, and time can do so much.
That there, letting the tongue bounce off the roof of the mouth in order to give you that feeling of the bounce there. I guess it's not bouncing off the roof of the mouth. It's like quickly moving off of it. I'm pressing and then I pop down. I just think that he's doing a great job. In alignment with the original song. Let me clarify.
Are you still mine? I need your love. I need your Godspeed your love to me.
So as far as vocal clarity, tone, precision, all of those areas, he's doing a great job in those. Personality and style, I'm not really seeing that a lot. And what we know of, or what I think we know of this particular show is that it's really based on who the audience likes. So I'm already just like confused after the first one. That's what people like, the more classically trained sound better than the contemporary modern sound. So I'm very curious of what you guys think about him. Please let me know. Does it make you think of like the black and white American era, or did you feel bored? Like, tell me the truth.
Oh, lonely rivers flow to the sea, to the sea, to the open arms of the sea. Lonely rivers cry, wait for me, wait for me. I'll be coming home, wait for me. Oh, my love, my darling,
Darling. Got some vocal cries in there. Oh, so clean.
Only time.
Only time.
Oh, and time goes by so slowly, and time can do so much. Are you
So he went into a head voice there instead of going into a nice strong mix there. But that was a nice little surprise there.
Godspeed your love to
Okay, so honest opinion, if he were doing a impersonation, then I would say, oh my goodness, that is fantastic and he should win. That was not, this is not a show about doing impersonations or making it sound as like the original as possible. And I really appreciate that he did that, and it really speaks to his skill and how much he studied. But I don't necessarily feel that that fits this. I didn't feel like it fits this show. But I mean, I get a curveball from this show every single week, so what do I know? Let's see what's next. Can I need my laptop. Lonely time, oh my darling, I've longed for your touch. So I just want to take a moment and say that the singer, I just want to take a moment and say that I don't necessarily think that it's fair when they're doing the duet situation and someone is not performing as a duet. Like that there is one person, I think you guys know who she is. She's sang number 2 today, and she did not sing in a duet last show, and I don't necessarily think that that's fair. They did that same thing with the Nepo Baby the other week. Don't necessarily think that that's fair. But I do think that, well, I mean, like I said, I feel like she did great. But the placement of her song and right after the other woman, and then also it's not a contemporary sound that she has. So, you know, there's that. So, there's that.
许多时间，去很多地方，看很多不是你的人，这就是他们唯一的定义。
So I love his tone coming out of the gate. He's got a breathy tone to it. And I probably should be a bit more specific when I say that I love somebody's tone. I like when I hear a tone that makes me perk up and listen a little bit more. There's so many tones that do that. I'm not going to say that his is my favorite tone, but I will say that coming out of the gate on this song, I like the way that he approached it with his tone. That's more accurately stated.
把所有这些不是你的人都画完了，然后就是你想找到你，你和我一样，你是个怪物，怪物太害羞，怪物不求救。总在闪躲，总是唱你，总是话里有话，总有言外之意。
I think he's doing a really good job at keeping the cadence of the way that he's singing. There's a certain rhythm to what he's singing, even though it's not necessarily mirrored by the instrumentation. I think he's doing a really good job with that.
I think really, he's fine. Leo. 怪物，个个不如。我了无睡意，我泪下如雨，找一个同类。为了治疗孤独
I like her face.
个个不如。
Okay.
是个怪物，我是你的同类。
Right?
与你匹。
Should I do it too? Like. Lots of attitude here. Lots of attitude.
要如何找到你？如何为你无名？你总有不在场证明，是否这就是你唯一的定义？
I feel like his voice and the way that he's singing the song, the way that complements the instruments. And that's something that we don't always see. We usually kind of hear the melody in the instrumentation, but that's not what's happening here. And he's doing a really good job of holding it down and presenting that dichotomy, which gives us a beautiful package as a whole. I like the way it comes together.
彷徨，深情款款，你是否也在找我？作为怪物，个个不如。白天一无是处，夜晚少有掩护，找另个怪物。为了不就是姗姗来迟。 正好就是你的同类，只为与你匹配。
So what I love is that he's bringing something completely different than he's done on, I think, any of the other performances. It's a different energy. It's a different vibe. It's very not what I would expect from him. But I'm actually really, really happy to see this side of him. And this is what I said in the last one. If it's a variety show and we're judging it like it's a variety show, he's bringing us a different element of him, which makes us want to continue to see him. So I think he's doing a great job of committing to this character for this performance. Okay, okay. The claw. Somebody, you doesn't have to tell me what am I missing something with the lyrics or something like this? What is this? Like he's done this at least 15 times in the song. What? This song better be called The Claw. It better be called The Claw or Tiger or some kind of animal. I like the great there. Yeah. Very nice. Oh! Very good. Very good. So he definitely gave us personality. He gave us just a variety of things within the one song. He gave us a performance. And I also really like his vocal, what he did vocally. Now, how does that compare to this guy? Since I have to pick a winner, how does that compare? It doesn't compare at all. Hands down, it would be the guy who just performed. Hands down. The other guy was technically sound, but it was kind of boring. Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah. The other guy did so well with his vocals. Like I'm saying, he was so in the pocket with the original. And maybe he was I feel like for that to actually be something that can compare with the guy who just did that, even though it's a completely different vibe of song, he would have had to bring more of his own personal style to it, and he didn't. He really just sang the song almost exactly the way that it was originally written, which is beautiful. Let's not take away from that. But it doesn't compare. It doesn't compare. The stage kind of makes me think of the smile of a cat, like how it goes like that in the little pictures. It'd be clever if this song was about a cat. Okay, he has an interesting texture to his voice and an interesting sound as well. It almost sounds like he's talking. I'm also not 100% sold on the distance between his mic and his mouth. Like I almost feel like I need to lean in, like I can't hear him as well as I would like to. And that's mic placement there. And he's moving the mic a lot more than I would prefer in a performance like this. But he does have like a talking sound to his voice. And I don't know. Let's see.
他守着成一颗山谷口河，有些事无人诉说。
She got the same look on her face as I do. I feel like, and I just have to be honest, I feel like he's doing way too much. I feel like he's doing way too much with the mic and with there's a difference between dynamics and just going loud and soft for no reason, and it's not actually carrying the song along. Like in the verse, it should, if we're going to be soft, then we're going to be soft and we'll have little dynamic pulses and then we'll swell up as the song goes forward. But he did I'm not sure of what was going on in the first verse. And then he popped up. His notes were open and clean on the chorus there. That was nice. But I feel like he was doing way too much with the mic. It just feels like he's doing too much to me. Sorry. Okay, so that was a nice transition. I like being able to see the background singers. We don't get to see them enough. Let's write a letter to the singer at show and let them know that we don't get to see the background singers enough, and we want to see them. I feel like his verses are very hard to get into. It doesn't feel like it flows. It feels choppy. Like I'm trying to listen and see like what words he's saying, even though I don't know the words that he's saying. Like I can't understand Chinese yet. But it doesn't have the flow. Like it's very, very choppy. And this is when he sounds good. But what is that? It's too much. There was texture on that last note. I wonder if that was intentional, but I do like that texture mixture. So since we have the background singers singing, and this is a longer instrumental portion of the song, this would be a great opportunity for him to show some of his original style, moanings, humming, harmonizing, ad-libs, something with the background singers instead of just standing there. I would like for him to sing more. Okay, finally we get a little bit of ad-libs. I mean, isn't the song almost over? Okay, so he did really well with that last note until the very end. I don't know if you guys noticed, but he actually his pitch changed at the very end. But it's still impressive because he was holding the note for what, like 2.5 minutes. That was awesome. I feel about him the way that I felt about the American singer from last week or the week before. Like he he's going to give us a belt, he's going to give us a high note, and he's going to give us the low pretty tone, and that's what we get from the American singer. That's kind of what I feel like very similar to him, except it's not even, we don't even get the low milky beautifulness. It's his verses were not something that I would encourage people to listen to, but the chorus, I feel like he did very well with that. He showed off his belting, and that's obviously where he shines and he feels most comfortable, and that is what was most enjoyable to listen to. However, I think that the flow and then the stage presence and just the vocal presence on the song, I would want to tweak those areas if I were him. I hope he's not somebody's favorite. I don't mean to go hard on him. Just not a favorite of mine. Okay, so he did the big dramatic pause so that he could come back in and do that little piece there, and it didn't really add anything to the performance. It didn't make me feel like, oh, okay, I want to walk away with that impression. He should have just ended on the high note and maybe cut the song short. That didn't add anything, in my opinion. If anything, it reminded me that about his verses, which I kind of forgot about a little bit as the song went on. But him ending there, it just reminded me of how I did not enjoy when he first came in. He ended the way that he started. This guy's face, it's like somebody drew it, like it's straight out of an anime or something. It's insane. Like, I feel like he's prettier than me.
从来不曾怀疑过，我见过最高的山峰，最暖的手。从前我不假思索，大胆蹉跎，以为我会永垂不朽。 发现，当我终于找回。
Okay, so he has a beautiful tone. I like the way he's come in. I think that he's softer as he comes in. And it's almost like he's setting the stage. So I'm okay with it so far. He doesn't necessarily grab me like, ooh, I need to listen to him. But I also don't feel the way that I felt with the other guy and the choppiness. I don't feel like that at all.
I just don't know 该往哪里走，盲目还麻木地走。Dear Simon， 我还不明白，为什么命运捉弄我，降落在这个迷乱的星空。
That's pretty. Just like his face.
就像一颗星星在灿烂后迷了路，找不到光的深处。
I like the placement of his vowels. Mi long lu. He's doing a really good job of articulating his vowels the way that you need to when you are singing. Very good job.
早已什么都没有，我还不断频频回头，等待那些我曾经失去的和那些即将要失去的。是我太常哭红眼睛，还是他们已经不会悲伤？Simon, I just don't know。 该往哪里走？盲目还 还麻木地走。My dear Simon， 我还不明白，什么时候我们才能够逃离这星球？我们能吗？我一直记得，你说你永远相信我。
He does a really, really good job with his clean tone. And I feel like he's doing a really good job of bringing out the emotion of what he's talking about. The acting in his face is really showing us where he is. You guys are going to have to put in the comments like your thoughts on the actual song, the lyrics, the songwriting and everything. But I feel like the way that he's delivering it, the passion is really what's selling it more than anything else.
在我很难过，恐怕我找不回那个自我。
Okay, so much respect for that, because he's holding a note that is high. Clearly it's high for him, and then he does a run on there, he modulates it again, and then does a little dip at the end. That means that he was fully in control of that the entire time. That's excellent. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Breathe.
I just don't know 该往哪里走，我才算真的活过。Simon， 我还不明白，还能按照我们原来的期待去证明我们的未来。我真的活过，才能我还不明白。
So the way that he did the soft tender part, it really makes me feel like, okay, who is Simon and what did he do to you? Like, really? Do we need to go fight him or what? But I love the way he came back up, and he just feels so in control the entire time, and it's so palatable. It's so beautiful. Like, even with his deviations, it doesn't sound like he's straining. It doesn't sound like he's hurting. It doesn't sound like there's any type of, like, tension in the wrong place. It sounds like he's fully in control, and I love that. Yes, very good. Very good. Job well done. He sang beautifully, and yes, and he actually gave us a performance. He didn't have to twerk on stage to give us a performance. He just gave us a performance with his face, with his passion, with his energy. I think that was a good job. Very good job. Uh-oh. Is this who I think it is? So this is so cute. She actually has a tear coming down her face. That's commitment to the character for sure. hear how she's got a little bit of vibrato coming out on those lows there, it really speaks to how in control she is, not just of the song, but also her tongue. She's creating this dynamic and this feeling on purpose, 100%.
也许我应该好好把你拥有，就像你一直为我守候，亲爱的人，亲密的爱人，谢谢你这么长的时间陪着我，亲爱的人，亲密的爱人，这是我一生中最兴奋的时分。
So she's giving us an entire vibe, and that's something that I can appreciate. Like I just want to. I feel like I'm almost in a like a jazz club or something where the mood does way more than the vocals. That's what I feel like I'm getting from her.
今夜还吹着风，想起你好温柔，每个日子分来的轻松，也不是无影踪，只是想你太浓。
Is it just me, or are you guys kind of like attracted to that one tear and like secretly hoping that it fully drops down her cheek? And at least 3 times so far, I've thought like, is that like an oil that they did, or like some kind of plastic, not plastic, but like a gluey kind of thing? I don't know. Are you distracted by the tear? Because I am just a little bit. I find myself wondering about the tear. I love the creative touch that it brings, but I'm like also oddly drawn to it. Is it just me?
怎么会无时无刻伴我？爱的路上有你，我并无情我，你对我那么的好，这次真的不同。也许我应该好好把你拥有，就像你只为我守候。
I like how that guy in the audience, his eyes are just closed, like he's just taking it in. This song is all vibes. It really is. It's just a mood.
亲爱的人，亲密的爱人，谢谢你这么长的时间陪着我，亲爱的人，亲密的爱人，这是我。
I like that
一
part.
生中最兴奋的时分，这是我一生中最兴奋的时分。
I really appreciate her commitment to her character and to this show, this vibe that she's putting on. That it was actually really beautiful to watch. I wasn't thinking about her vocal technique as much as I was just enjoying the mood of what she was presenting. Between these three, hands down, it would be the guy in the middle. While I really, really appreciate the mood that the woman brought, I feel like performance-wise, it would be number two. Number one is not in the running for me at all. So yes, and you guys agree with me. That's yes. Okay, so we're all on the same page here. Okay, so I don't think that it's fair to come out the gate and say like, all right. So there's a lot of choice. I think it's the choices that they're making this season. It's a lot of slow songs. There's a lot of songs that don't require much vocal agility or a whole lot of skill. It's just a lot of that. And I feel like she is just another example of that. She just started singing. And I find myself more drawn to her wardrobe than her voice. I love her necklace. I think her gloves are really cute and creative. But I'm not, like, after listening to that whole entire intro, I don't feel like, ooh, I want to hear more. I feel like, okay, where's this going? I like that. You guys are gonna have to put in the comments or the floaters like how are you feeling at this point? Do you feel like you want to like speed up the playback speed? Because I kind of feel like I want to speed up the playback speed. That would be a little bit more interesting, I think, than to just continue to listen to it. I wonder if I could do that. I won't try, because then I'll mess up the whole thing and my subtitle will choke me. But okay. And so I'm trying to think, like, am I being biased or what? And I'm thinking about my girl, the cloud singer, and she doesn't do a lot in her songs that are just like, oh my goodness, I can't believe she did that. But the journey that she takes us on, the smoothness of it, it literally is an experience when she sings. I don't feel that with this woman here. I just don't. I feel like it's music that would, it's a song that would be playing, in a restaurant while people are eating and things like that, but not like a variety show. Like, that's what I'm saying. What exactly are they looking for here on this show, and what is going behind the song choices? I wouldn't have chose her. I wouldn't have chose this song for her on this stage, especially after the other guy. Of those 3 people who went, he was the one who won. Okay, so you see what the people want to hear, but then we choose her in this song. But I don't know, and maybe I'm being, I don't know. Have I become desensitized? I don't know.
长夜不冰凍，長夜不苦痛，長夜有着你給我美夢。即使這一切驟眼有神光，都不想放開緊緊的抱擁。長夜不冰凍，
I really like that part of the
長
song.
夜不苦痛，長夜有着你將我帶動。
It's almost like the way that she's singing is the way that you would sing if you were sitting in your room and you were like singing to yourself, kind of thing. Like you're just enjoying the moment, maybe cooking something or whatever. That's kind of what it gives. It doesn't feel like I'm on stage in front of all these people competing in a variety show. That's just not the vibe that I'm getting from her. I think that's what I'm trying to articulate. It doesn't feel like it's something that belongs in a competition. Does that make sense? Are you guys with me on that?
Yes, 又看着長空，想送你一息祝福這淚湧，仍難自
But those
控。
looks. I appreciate that she gave us some hums and hans and moanings and ad-libs, because that's more than the other guy gave. Otherwise, she just would have been standing there this entire time while the instrument played, and that at least gave us something to hear and participate in instead of just waiting for the next verse. So I do appreciate that she did put something. And it sounded pretty.
長夜不冰凍，長夜不苦痛，長夜有着你給我美夢。即使這一切驟眼有神光，都不想放開緊緊的抱擁。
I need to know what that means. Dong dong dik bong yo. I like the way that just rolls off the tongue.
不冰凍，長夜不苦痛，長夜有着你將我帶動。分手這一剎，又看着長空，想送你一息祝福這淚湧，仍難自控。 想送你一息祝福這淚湧，仍難自控。謝謝。
So it takes a lot to get on stage and to perform in front of people. And so that's part of the reason why I've always been so hesitant ever since we started this to be harsh to anybody who's on stage, because all of the different factors that go into play when you are performing, like, it's not a small thing. And that's why a lot of people don't perform. They don't even go to karaoke, because it's a whole thing, getting in front of people and performing, and then also trying to bring stage presence and bring people into your performance and everything. It's an entire thing. So I don't want to be too harsh, but I will say that that was not necessarily my favorite performance, and I don't think that that belongs in this competition. So they not only have the harp, but they have this like two-tier xylophone looking thing. I think that is so beautiful, and it really sets the stage and the mood. Like, I'm ready for whatever softness he might bring us just because of how it started with those instruments. And that's a great way to get your audience prepared. So, okay, we're going to take it down. It's going to be a smooth vibe. And that's what the sad girl with the tear did. She created this scene for us so that we felt like we were ready for what she was giving us. So this is good. That is not something that I've heard on this show ever. So that was interesting. I thought he was going to just go straight for the high note, but he didn't. He did a, like, that was, okay, nice. When he gets heavy, or it's time to really give that punch with his chest, he really gives that. And it makes me feel like there's something coming, like there's some kind of big that's coming in this song, and I'm like on the edge of my seat waiting for that. Wow, that's so pretty. Oh yeah. 出场面，伴着繁星映珠点。That's a jump. Yeah. Full octave. 找遇一启程，可舍情切六色性，全军更进。She's doing a great job. She's doing a great job. Just, like, I want to go do that. Whoa, he is giving us a huge dynamic shift from one octave to the next. But I would like for it to stand on its own a little bit more, with a little bit more weight on it while he's up there. 却醒来，左臂上。You literally have to open your mouth wide and then stick your tongue almost all the way back to the back of your throat while singing in the head voice and supporting from the tummy in order to get that sound that he's doing. But if you put your tongue too far back, then you're not going to get the same sound because now it's going to be pressed against where it shouldn't be pressed against. But that is a very interesting thing. That's not something that we see often. But yeah. How do we feel about him? I don't know. I like I think that he's saying smoothly, and the song itself is a beautiful song. I'm ready for a performance. And I think that this is Tiger. My subtitler corrected me. I don't know where I got Little Tiger from. I thought somebody told me that the translation of his name meant Little Tiger, but I got something mixed up in translation. So it's just Tiger. Respect to him. No disrespect. Okay, so as per usual, we're having technical difficulties. So I'm just going to finish up with this situation. Do I still look cute? Okay. So now we're going into Tiger. And I wanted to say that I don't know where I got my translation mixed up, that I was calling him Little Tiger, but I have been corrected and I am sorry. He's Tiger. My subtitle is like, he's older than you are. Like, oh man, I'm sorry. But yes, we love him and I'm excited to see what he brings to me today, especially after the performances that we've had. Like, I really have my hopes up for him. Let's go. So he also, I feel like so he also has been, he's toned down it, he toned it down a bit. He's not wearing his signature red. He's like even wearing a suit jacket. And I'm wondering if that was just the theme. That was just the idea of just like more chill show with, you know, soft ballads. Maybe that's what they were going for. And I am just the, you know, novice on the other side of the pond who is completely unaware. I don't know. But he's definitely giving me soft. But what I like about him, and again, I might be biased at this point because I like him, but what I like about him is that he actually gives me a little bit of texture with his soft. It's not just soft tone, but the texture is controlled. It doesn't, like I always keep saying, that it doesn't feel like it's hurting or that it's oddly placed. It feels like it's exactly where it needs to be. So that's just one of the reasons that we and when he does something like that, it makes me feel like, oh my goodness, I would love to hear him on an R&B song. Like, I feel like he could just sing the socks off of a Brian McKnight or who else would just like, ooh, like maybe an Eric Benet. Like, I'd love to hear him just sing one of their songs to me. I think that I would enjoy it. I think that I would enjoy it a lot, actually. That was a nice, harsh transition, but if again, well placed. Like he gave us the loud and then quickly went to the softer, but never left his texture there either. So yes. You like what he did there? I like that. First one was bitchy, sorry. Mine.
把所有问题都自己扛。是简单，相处太难。
Like, I feel like I would just like to sing with him. Like, just like, let's vibe, let's do a duet, and let's really go there. That's what I feel like.
不是你的，就别再勉强。
别再勉强。
就请你原谅。
原谅。
把遗憾慢慢埋葬。
啦啦啦啦
有些
啦
故事陪你走过一段，却不能陪你走到天亮。
I like how he keeps the cadence just so smooth as he rides the beat there. It never feels choppy, even when it's wordy. It doesn't feel choppy, and I love that about him. He does that very well.
有些爱命运的散场，回忆拼命不可退让，全都是自己欺骗自己，欺骗给自己演个圈。小时候总觉得长大很酷，原来长大是学会了忍住，处理。
And he's spitting the rap again.
直到遇到一个人，让我们学会走向，学会领悟。
He's got to be one of the coolest guys on the show this season. I think that's my opinion. I think I'm going to stand on that. I think he might be the coolest guy on the show this season, like hands down. I would have liked for him to give me that more in the mix. Da 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 da. I would have liked for him to give me a little bit of weight on that. He flipped up to more of a heady, and it had a little bit too much breath in it for my taste. There too. But that's really, really tricky. Now, I don't know if that was intentional or if that was like him just not landing it the way that he wanted to, but he's so skilled and he always lands it the way it needs to be landed. I'm kind of thinking that was intentional. Maybe it just isn't my preference. I don't know. But it does stand out to me. And there we go. He put a little bit more texture on there. Dun-ta! I love it. That's such a delicate balance with the tongue in the back. It is fully raised, but not closed. Uh-oh. You have to pick winner. Okay. This is like hands down. No question, no competition. It's obviously going to be Tiger. Because the woman with the gloves, I liked her gloves more than her performance, to be honest. And the guy with the jacket, the white jacket, I really did. I did appreciate the creativity that went into the full performance of it. But I love Tiger. I really feel like he captured me and brought me in more. And they liked him too. So I feel validated. Okay, so top 3. So yeah, I want to say the twerk lady. And then as far as vocals go, it would be this is so the guy with the suit on in the corner. Let's see, how can I point to him? It's so awkward. There, or that guy. That guy, we don't like him. I'm sorry, I just don't think that he did a good job at all. And this girl, this girl here, not at all. So I think those two can be fully eliminated. The girl with the tear over, Lord have mercy, this girl here with the tear, I feel like she did a really good job just creating a mood, and so did the guy with the white shirt. My top three, okay, the guy with the white jacket, the guy who sang the American song, and then it's I want to say the tear girl or the twerk girl. I'm just gonna throw the twerk girl in there. I'm gonna throw the twerk girl in there. Let's go with that. Okay, let's see. Okay, so my top three is their top three. I don't think that the guy who did the American song would be my number one. I would definitely choose the guy in the white top over but I mean, vocally he did an exceptionally, it was very, very accurate. He did a great job with that. It just didn't have a lot of character and personality, or not character, personality to it. It was very much, it felt more mimicky, but whatever. Twerk girl, I'm glad she got in the top three, even though vocally she really didn't do much. She was just all energy and vibes. She really was. I don't understand that. That is a no for me. Why is number 4 even in the running? That makes no sense to me whatsoever. Number 6, I fully agree. Completely agree. And number 5, I do think that she should be in there. Maybe she should be number 4 and not this girl with the gloves. No hate to her, because it's very difficult to perform and put yourself out there and all the things. I don't think that she brought what not only what these other people brought, but also what the show has brought. Like, I don't think. So you guys are going to have to tell me in the comments, are you like, what with number 4, or do we like number 4? I don't know. Number 6, do we agree that he should be gone? Because, And number 3, I'm curious. I like to twerk. I like a good booty shake. And that's probably why she's at the top of my list, mostly because of her vibes. If we take that element out of it, then she wouldn't even be in the running, because vocally she really didn't do much at all. So then the top 3 would be the American guy, the girl with the tear, and the guy with the white on. And then everybody else can go home. So you guys let me know what you think about that and where you stand on that. Because I'm going to be reading the comments. I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Yes, looking forward to hearing what you have to say. Mwah!